Do you think it's possible that Christianity is a response to fear of hell?
Yeah, interesting question. So is it that we fear the idea of hell and therefore we come up with the idea of the Christian faith? And I guess you could say that's a kind of variation on the Freudian argument that we looked at earlier, a projection of our human longings. So the kind of converse thing of longing that there is a heaven is the kind of longing that there isn't a hell, and therefore we invent the idea of Christianity to do that. And I guess we can always posit kind of psychological explanations for why people may or may not believe things. But as I said, when the argument cuts both ways, we realise that it's not actually an argument that tells you whether something is or isn't true. So if the Christian faith isn't true, yes, you could say maybe people believe it to make themselves feel better. But the reason why we believe the Christian faith is true is because it's based on an event, Jesus' life, death and resurrection. And you need to go back and check that one out. Though some people come to embrace the Christian faith because they fear hell? Well, I want to say two things. Firstly, the Bible does talk about the reality that there is a consequence to our rejecting of God. Hell is an English word that we use to translate a word in the Bible called Gehenna, which was a physical place just outside Jerusalem, which was a picture, a metaphor that Jesus used of ultimate separation. If you were in Gehenna, you weren't in Jerusalem, the city of God, where God's people were. You were on the outside. And Jesus said, ultimately, if we are to reject God and his love and his forgiveness, then we will be on the outside, not because God forces us there, but because we've chosen, as it were, to be there. So the Bible does talk about the reality of the consequence of rejecting him, and it also says that wonderfully in Jesus, there is the opportunity of not having to face the separation we deserve through what Jesus experienced, as he took the separation we deserve, the hell we deserve, so that we don't have to. So yes, in a sense, Christianity does give us wonderful news that there is no judgment to fear. But also, what I want to say is the reason for embracing the Christian faith is not just I don't face the judgment I deserve. It is also wonderfully, I now enjoy the life that I don't deserve. It's not just fire insurance that you take out on your house in hope that you're never going to need it. It's a beautiful invitation to life as it was meant to be lived in relationship with God. So it's not just the avoidance of something bad, it's the embracing of something wonderful. And it's wonderful because it's based on something true.